Hi, welcome to a special bonus video edition of No Outside Food Allowed. It's me, Felix, here, along with Adam and Bob Muscle Pants over here. Mr. Swole Boy, Eddie McGowan, of course. So yeah, we're doing something special today. We're going to talk the Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer. This came out a week or two ago now at the Tokyo Game Show. Yep. So yeah, it's got a lot of new footage we haven't seen yet, stuff that we're definitely excited for. So before we watch it, I guess we want to talk thoughts. What is this? I
just wanted to say something like, it's been almost 20 years, since the game came out in 1997. I remember when they were, blocky character models, and now looking at this trailer, it's just so beautiful. Everything's just so, HD, and
didn't even have mouths.
All the models are so nice.
They didn't need mouths.
Yeah, they were just like little blocky little dudes.
And just
we used our imagination back in our day.
Yeah.
Just how much they've expanded on the story just from this little trailer alone, it's very exciting. I can't wait to see more of Wall Street, and they got the squats, love the squats. What is that?
Oh yeah, I saw that in the pull-ups. They had pull-ups. Let's see Tifa do some pull-ups.
Yeah. Anyways, so let's I guess go and watch the trailer, and then we'll dissect it little by little and see what we think.
Sounds good.
Let's watch it. Sorry, you're gonna see my personal stuff. Let's go.
Peggy 16.
So I guess we can kind of talk while we watch this.
Sure. The sweet intro with the train, obviously.
Just remember, this all came from a PS3 demo thing that wasn't even supposed to be anything. They were trying to show off the power of the PS3.
Yeah, that came out when the PS3 launched. How many years ago?
It was 2000.
You know what? All right, let's give it a pause here real quick.
Okay.
We got this new soldier here.
Yeah, new member soldier.
Yeah, definitely reminds me a little bit of Advent Children, where they used, they had the three brothers, and they were all kind of part of this whole same soldier.
Yeah, soldier
experiment.
Kind of like it's basically a set of super soldier kind of formulate, kind of super military kind of guys. Cloud, your main antagonist, spiky haired guy. He was sort of, what was he? Kind of not Dishonored.
He was kind of a clone.
Yeah. Well, spoilers. I guess.
For a 22-year-old game. But the guys from the movie, the Advent Children, are actual clones of Sephiroth, where they just infused soldiers with whatever earth juice.
Spirits.
Yeah, so we don't know who this guy is, but,
But definitely, you can see they're adding on content that you haven't seen.
Yeah, and shoulder plates.
Those are always cool.
Totally.
Yeah, but anyways, what else we got?
Continuing.
If you want to pause it.
So let's just hit
Did you guys ever play the PSP?
Yes.
Crisis Core?
Crisis Core.
Yeah.
Genesis and all those guys. Genesis is the original person who had the Buster Sword before he gave it to Zack. And they were just all fucking crazy. The way that soldier system broke down, and the fights, the cinematics. If you've never even played the game, just go watch the cinematics and see how that plays out.
It added a lot to the story, actually.
It did, and Zack was actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
it was a good game.
For besides what was on the surface, there was a lot of cool deep lore, stuff with Zack in the original game. You didn't even know it was really there until you found certain hidden sequences.
Yeah.
The only problem with that game is it's stuck on the PSP.
I know, right? Let's remake that one too, huh?
Don't even remake it. Throw it on the PS4 for something. $20.
Console upgrade.
Charging us for everything else that we've already bought. Bring it back.
But anyways, we have Tifa Lockhart looking classic, which is awesome. Yeah. I wasn't sure if they're going to kind of keep her looking faithful just because going back to the 90s, a little kind of scantily clad, and nowadays we're so PC. I didn't really think they'd kind of go all out, but I'm glad she's still faithful.
In Advent Children, they totally, they covered her midriff.
But they made her fucking cool, though.
Yeah,
she was
still
awesome. The master in that one, where she's still a student.
Yeah, but all the character models in this have been spot on so far, so just running
on it. There's our boy Cloud.
Our first, spot of Sephiroth there, who wasn't even in Midgar.
Yeah, Avalanche. We got Jesse and Biggs, right?
Biggs or Wedge, one or the other.
Wedge was a chubby guy. And
I love this.
The Turks. Let's pause that. That was a cool move. Right.
This action, the way that the sequence is going, once it starts, just It's fucking great.
Yeah.
And it shows you a little bit of gameplay here too, fighting Reno here, and it's just I love the action style. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I do love. Like, I thought I was gonna hate it because don't get me wrong, I played Final Fantasy 15. I loved the way it was different. I always like that. That's what I love about Final Fantasy. It's always something different.
A little bit different, yeah.
And but yeah, I'm liking it. And then they like once you activate once you get your ATB filled, it'll actually kind of like slow down the game so that you can do those things like cast magic or summon or anything like that, which of course...
Yeah, and I heard that they're going to implement a feature where you can actually do the classic
turn-based
mode,
style, which is like, I'm going to play it this way, but
just
whenever I do
out,
replays, I'm probably going to go classic mode just to see, because that's what I wanted. That's all I wanted, was like, hey, just give me the new graphics.
It's kind of like dated gameplay, I guess some people would call it, but I still enjoy it. Like, I can still pick up Final Fantasy VII, the original version, and still enjoy it for what it is. It still works.
I bought the whatever edition, the PC edition that they brought to the PS4, where you could like speed everything up.
Oh, yeah.
The thing I loved about that is they let you have full Fury bar or whatever, the limit break
bar. Yeah.
Just the whole time. It's fucking it's cheating. But who cares?
That's kind of fun. I can't wait to see some limit breaks.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, I know, right? So we got.
So now we're kind of getting into
Aerith.
Wall Street, right?
Yeah.
So is she Aerith or Aerith?
Well, see, that's one thing.
It's always different.
Well, there was actually a trailer that somabody said Aerith in the trailer.
I think this is it. This is the they actually say Aerith.
Okay, well, play that.
Yeah, we'll play.
Those eyes.
Yeah, it looks great.
She looks great. Yeah.
Oh,
So let's pause on this guy.
This guy.
So for those who don't know,
look at that chest hair, man.
this is the weirdest scene of this game easily.
Oh, yeah.
Because it involves cross-dressing, prostitution, abductions, that sort of thing. This is basically a kingpin of the slums, super slums, basically, of Midgar, basically. And he's a king, not really a kingpin, he's just a big old pimp.
He's just a perv.
He's a big old perv.
Yeah, he's a perv who has his own... basically pimp house.
His whorehouse.
Yeah,
let's call it what it is.
Well, and all of this stuff is really like kind of on the edge of PC right now. Like,
Super.
So I want to see how much they include because obviously Cloud's in a dress. If you didn't know.
Yeah.
And there's this whole section of him going through the gym, and all the gym members are a little on the Pegasus side.
Yeah.
So it's we'll see how much they include.
They do it right. They can.
Yeah. I'm just genuinely surprised that
just use better terminology than just being subtle.
Right.
And
it looks great though. Like this character model right here is just fantastic.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, look at the mustache. The douchey mustache.
It looks perfect.
Name a guy who has that mustache who isn't either a villain or a douche.
Hard to do.
I'm just kidding.
Let's keep going.
Hipsters out there.
No, don't be there. Whoops. Sorry about that. Onward.
Yes. Yeah, that's so good. Trying to convince him to get a dress on.
That's what's happening.
What was his name? I can't remember his feet.
Did he have a lady? Oh, he did.
Oh, the girl name.
We have Singh here, leader of the Turks.
Turks all look awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They all do.
More avalanche action.
Yeah,
So is Barrett really going to be cursing at us, or are they just going to bleep it out?
So let's pause
the
now.
squats.
Whoa, let's go back there real quick.
Speaking of our gym guys.
Yeah, so when
this guy.
Yes.
When you're actually doing the whole slum area where you're going to Don Corneo's mansion to acquire certain articles of clothing and makeup, I apologize for the dog. You have to do little exercises to win little articles and stuff like that. So yeah, this was like early quick time event sort of things.
Triangle, square, X, and that would like reset you in the squat, and that's all. That was the only.
It was hard, dude.
Yeah, it was. Because if you
missed
a button, your guy would sit there. Cloud scratches his spiky little fucking head.
But this is great because Final Fantasy VII had a lot of mini games.
Yeah.
And once we get further on in the game, we have the whole. What do you call it?
The casino.
Casino Palace.
Gold Saucer.
Yeah, Gold Saucer. Thank you.
That's what, I don't know if you guys played older Final Fantasies, but they've always had these little, like, mini games. Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 4, 2 and 3.
Card games and such. That's what I'm looking forward to. But yeah, obviously.
They're expanding on it, so it looks cool. And other characters are getting involved. Because in the first game, it was just Cloud doing it, so now it looks like Tifa's getting in on the action. That's cool.
Them games.
Some more. Oh, I love this actually. Turning into a frog with the Buster Sword on it.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is kind of cool too.
Yeah.
They never had this.
They never even. I think when
show
they
some more on
President
Shinra.
like a few times.
Yeah.
And then spoilers and several.
I like the drones, kind of like in the Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah.
We got our boss battles. You got our Pika Ifrit.
Yes.
You're gonna get summons way earlier in the game.
Shiva was my
Look how awesome this looks.
favorite early one.
It's so beautiful looking. Oh, Shiva.
Shiva.
There she is.
Yeah, she is beautiful.
Yeah, it's
so
amazing.
great.
In full HD. Gotta love that.
Look, guys, his hair moves now.
Ooh.
Oh, the devastation.
Look at it.
Sector 7.
Look how sexy it
it's
is.
so
though.
beautiful.
It's so good.
It's terrible what happens, but it's beautiful.
I mean,
And that's literally just the beginning of the game
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII. Like, it blows my mind how
when
many.
I,
of these
yeah,
games-
when I originally heard that they were gonna make it episodic, I was like, really? The first 10, I know like the first 9 hours of the game are in Midgar. I'm like, really?
Right.
But like the way they're expanding on it, the way, fuck it, do the whole thing like this. I don't
Yeah.
care.
And like we were saying before, it's just, I mean, as long as you really give us like lush content, I don't care if it's like episodic. Like, you know, if I get to spend 100 hours in Midgard just doing awesome things and like exploring that world, I'm down, dude. Because there's so much more game after this. That was one thing that blew my mind when I originally played it. Was once you end the first part of Midgard, you go through so much. It's like such a huge story. You deal with like a lot of loss, and you're doing like multiple raids on compounds and whatnot. You meet a lot of cool characters. So when you actually open up to the rest of the world, you're like, holy crap, this place is huge. It's super amazing.
I love this
Look
game.
at the lips. You can see the lines in his lips.
I love how complex this game was at the time. I had to play through it probably 3 or 4 times to get the whole gist of this storyline.
Yeah.
But man, just everything in this is just a cutscene quality, picture. We're gonna get Sephiroth a little early. We said, trying to find him here. There he is.
There he is. There's villain of all time. Possibly.
So yeah, we got Sephiroth and we got summons. We're gonna get early. Obviously the game's gonna be just in Midgar.
Yeah. But I'm excited for that. Honestly, there's so much that happens in this first chunk of the game. I really feel like everybody just jump in, man. Just have fun. It's a really cool world. It's just, I don't know, like I said, you deal with a lot of stuff. You deal with a lot of emotional kind of moments because you meet really awesome characters. You deal with loss, pretty early on too. So it's a great experience.
Yeah. I mean, the first chapter of this game ends with your team basically retreating because they're losing.
Basically. Yeah.
I'm so excited. Like, just how much more are we going to get, like, with the characters? Like, if this... Have they said how long this part's going to be?
Like gameplay hours?
Like, if it's
really
like
give
15 to 20 hours, I mean, that much more story of the characters you're meeting in that, like, Tifa...
I feel like there's a lot you could flush out just in Midgar. with
especially with
President
Aerith,
Shinra. And Aerith, exactly.
Yeah, there's like a lot of politics
Turks.
involved too. Yeah,
Oh,
you got the group like the Turks, and then like you're saying the Shinra company, how it's devastating the Earth and whatnot. There's a lot of lore that comes early on, and just the world just gets that much bigger. So I like that it takes its time because there is a lot to dive into. It's kind of a lot to take in. So I'm super excited. I couldn't be more excited, honestly.
Yep, what do we got till March 2020?
2020. It's coming up fast.
I really am starting to think about pre-ordering the big one.
I know. I need to get some money for that. For that big statue with it too.
I'm really thinking about it, honestly. This is been waiting so long.
This is one of my I always go between this and 6 because I grew up watching someone play 6 like so much and waiting to have my time with it.
Sure. That's another one. Good storyline too. So.
Yeah, remake that one. Holy, I'd fucking throw money at you. The story, just the villain alone that's what makes anything in media good, right? Like I think a great movie, a great comic book, a great book, great video game.
Gonna have both sides, a hero and a villain.
Yeah,
that's why Dark Knight was so good. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, like you're saying, this game kind of has it all. You have great antagonists, you have great supporting characters, you have a great fleshed out world, and you have a great villain. So it really is the perfect game for me. Honestly, I don't know what else to ask from it.
20 years in the making. Can't wait.
Yeah. Well, I think that about covers it.
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks, guys.
Final thoughts?
I hope everyone else is excited as we are.
Yeah.
We'll do more content on this, guarantee. We'll be talking about this until it comes out.
Like
so
the 3 biggest nerds here.
So maybe we'll do an in-depth breakdown to the lore, kind of actually introduce it for newcomers, because it's a pretty dense story, so there's a lot to talk about. So we'll just sit here for hours and talk about this game. So
thanks, guys.
So until next time, bye.
I
hope this worked.
All right.
All right, please tell me it's still going. Yay, stop recording.